はい、皆さん、こんにちは。あつのすけでございます。本日もですね、ホライゾンフォービドンウエストをやっていきたいと思います。テナークスの、リーダーであるレガーラを前回倒したんですよ。音声がですね、取れてなくて、アップロードはしてないんですけれども、で、サイレンスの協力も取り付けた。で、来たる戦いに備えて、アーロイは、皆さんのですね、結集を行うと。説明がゴミすぎるけど、サイレンスのことサイレンス来たサイレンス来た本体映像じゃないサイレンス来やがったついに
Looks like you finally found a door you could open without me.
I'm glad it's there, actually. It kept me from having to mingle with the company you keep. But enough prattle. I believe you owe me an explanation. Your plans for the Zenith base?
You're right. I do owe you. My spear in your throat for deceiving me again. At the Hades Proving Lab.
I doubt you asked me here for that kind of reckoning.
No.Right now, I need your help.
そうなんですよ。
So I'm giving you one.
宇宙人みたいな人たち。
But if you ever betray me again, I will kill you no matter what the circumstance. Understood?
Very well. Though we'll both face a
読めないやつだな。
future if you can't get us inside that base.
そう、ゼニスのバリアをもう一人の客、誰客って。ゼニスのバリアを壊すためにはこのサイレンスの技術がいるんだよ。ベータか。おっとティルダ。役者は揃ったっていう感じだね。
Does the weapon work? Without self-destructing?
Of course it does. I've eliminated the imperfections and greatly improved its design and output.
How can we be sure?
Care for a demonstration?
いや、この二人が相まみえるとは。あ、ここサムネかもしんない。
Go talk to Errand. Tell him I said to give you rooms of your own. I'll come see you when I get a chance.
お、原始的な装備。サイレンス。協力しようよ。
Oh, no. You first.
Lady first. あなたがお先に。いやー、扱いづらい二人だね。二人とも扱いづらいわ。
Better get everyone in the control room so Tilda can tell us what she knows about the Zenith base.
みんなに話を聞いていくということですね。
With Regala out of the way, Hikaru and Tanok, they're safe. The future's up to them now.
レガーラの戦い、録画できてなかったんですよ。悲しすぎ。
That is not a battle I am going to win. I failed Varl at Gemini.
バールね、死んじゃったよな。いいやつが死ぬんだよね、世の中って。すみません、開けてください。全種類補充。じゃあ仲間に話を聞きに行こうか。あ、集めるのか、仲間を。了解了解。で、こっちか。ガイアのところで仲間たちに招集をかけるということですね。
Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that?
やることはないです。もう行きましょう。皆さん集合。
I need you up in the control room right away. Okay, everyone. We all know
役者揃った。
Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base.
いや、この中にレガーラとサイレンスがいるって超不思議。
Tilda, show us the base.
一人だけ雰囲気違うやつがいる。
Constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest.
南西の島の軍事施設。
I can get us inside to this location, undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once
まずは
inside,
黙
our
って
goal
聞きなさ
will
い。
be this structure, the launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
運び役。
Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right.
サイレンス信頼されてねえな。
Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, do whatever you need to prepare. Understood?
サイレンス頼むよ。裏切んなよ、お前。不服そうな顔してんな。
You
コ
two?
ターロ、
A minute?
コターロ、お前、義手作ったんだから使えよ。この二人に話、どういうこと？
Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else.
レギュレーターを二人には破壊してほしい
So
と。
you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. You with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us.
ティルダが隠していること？
Silence is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
いや、サイレンスも信用できないしさ、ティルダも信用してないしさ、大丈夫かこの作戦。
Okay?
大丈夫かマジでこの作戦。頼んだよ。若い二人。なんかいろいろさ、心配点が多いな。
Almost time to go after Beta and Gaia. Might be good to check up on everyone first.
話すかみんなと。つうかこれ最終決戦かな。ここ誰がいるここに。ああ、こっちに行きなさいってことね。みんなと話をしようか、せっかくだから。
Did you need something?
まずあなたですよ、一番信用ならないあなた。
Bravo.
ブラボー。
To sway a Zenith to your side. Care to explain?
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was ready.
There's always room to optimize. But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertakings, so ask away.
お、聞いていいんだ。珍しく協力的じゃないか。
Since you turned this into a waiting game, and as it seems you have found modest success, perhaps I'm willing to be generous.
ほうほうほ
Okay, so your big plan, everything you've been manipulating for the last few months. Let me see if I got this straight. You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it.
う。ハデスを
And you
尋
came
問
up
して
with
ゼ
a
ニス
plan
を
to
知っ
defeat
た。
them by using a Tenakth army and that weapon. And to get the Tenakth to fight for you, you, or rather the sons of Prometheus, armed Regala's rebels with override tech.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still playing catch-up?
So all this time, even before I found
嫌な
the
やつだな。
coordinates at the spire, you were out here scheming. Why couldn't you just tell me?
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I laid out my plans. I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous Tenakth to assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be extreme. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no matter how necessary. Thus, I devised a means to remove your interference from the equation. At the Hades Proving Lab.
めっちゃあんな。
Why create the sons of Prometheus? You didn't need a Sarah to make override tech.
They were a necessary safeguard. My time serving Hades in the Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting directly involved. Through the sons of Prometheus, I could execute my plans, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to a Sarah. How did you get a Sarah to work for you?
I knew there was an associate of the Oseram tinker, Durval, who escaped his failed assault on Meridian. It was trivial to track her down and gain her cooperation. She wanted to succeed where Durval had failed.
So you promised her Regala and the Tenakth. The Sarah would help you create a machine-riding army and wanted to see Meridian burn as much as she did.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood, bonded in mutual self-interest.
You think you had everything figured out, huh?
I did.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades Proving Lab. They almost killed me.
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a useful asset, thereby keeping you out of harm's way and, more importantly, out of my way.
So you really didn't know they had their own clone of Elizabeth?
No. Unfortunately, there was no way I could have known that particular detail.
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here today.
武器について。
Tell me about the weapon. How does it work?
I've upgraded the delivery system. It now emits a wave-like effect covering a significant distance.
That doesn't fully answer my question.
No, but I'd be a fool to reveal its inner workings. After all, why did you withhold your plan?
もう隠し合いだよ、お互い。牽制し合い。
Even you can appreciate the value of secrecy when warranted. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how is knowledge that is mine alone.
武器の詳細は話さないと。
Why help Regala take over? If you wanted an army, you could have just gone to Hikaru.
Before Regala's rebellion, Hikaru was only concerned with battling machines and fostering friendships with the Karja. Even if I gained his ear, he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't understand.
So helping a bloodthirsty exile was easier.
Yes, exceedingly so. All
う
Regala
ん、
craves
戦いを求めているレガーラだっ
against
た
the
からこ
Karja
そ
and anyone who threatens the Tenakth.
使いやすかっ
Led
た
the
と。
tribe into battle without question, which was precisely what I needed.
それレガーラに言ったらお前、レガーラに殺されんじゃないの？
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins with the Quen.
The tribe from across the ocean. And
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of focuses. One of them, Alva, even joined me here. Don't you want to know more about them?
no, they stumbled upon the greatest technological artifact from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and taboo, creating a pantheon out of corporate shills.
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins with the Quen I mentioned. On one of them I teamed up with their expedition to search Thebes. We found Pharaoh at the end.
うん、モンスターになってるファローがいましたよ。
So, what was it like?
モンスターでした。
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
君ならそうするよ。
Start.
否定しねえんだこいつ。
Alright, Silence. I think I've talked to you long enough. I'll let you know when it's time to go. And try not to mess with Tilda while you're in here, okay? I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. About your Zenith ally. I wonder if you understand what kind of person you're dealing with. For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many calamities, well, your goals may
そう
be
です。1000年も生きてんですよね。
but I'd watch for the moment they diverge.
Yeah, I'm aware. Reminds me of someone else I know.
Survival is only a necessity to my greater purpose, Aloy.
お前もそうだろ、同類だよ。
Do you know something or not?
Oh, I know a great deal of things. But on this,
直感でどう感じるの、サイレンスは。
a feeling.
いや、この、
Oh, a feeling. You mean you
この
finally had one?
舞台大丈夫マジで。
Guess even you can change, Silence.
いや、もうサイレンスもね、完璧に信用できないし、ティルダもそんなに信用できないしね。オーバーライド復元できんのこれ。で、しようよ、じゃあ。しまーす。いや、全員に話を聞こう。次は、誰にしようかな。ゾウかな。
Aloy, we're ready to meet you at the rendezvous point whenever you call.
Fighting the Zeniths isn't going to be easy.
Nothing you do ever is. At least, now you don't have to do it alone.
Thanks.
めっちゃね。
Have you talked to any of our new friends?
Aaron and I tried speaking to Silence, but apparently...
サイレンスに話しかけたけど、おしゃべりには興味がないって言いそうだね。
Charming, isn't he? How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost both you and Varl. But he never truly succumbed to despair. Guess that Oseram's stubbornness comes in handy sometimes.
特に最終決戦に対して、
I should go.
Before you do,
何？
there is one favor I would ask of you.
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care, and gave me the highest calling an Utaru has ever known. If I should fall in battle, I'd like you to be the one to bear
いや、
my
死
sweet
んだらなんて言うなよ。
for the both of us.
So,
Make sure you stay alive to do so.
ね、子供いるんだよね、
let's
バール
just
の。
try to all come back home. Okay?
話聞こうぜ。アルバ。
You nervous?
I'd be lying if I said I'm not slightly apprehensive.
The plan will work if we all focus on our assignments.
しかし、童顔な少女だね。めっちゃあんな。
Are you okay?
I was wondering, is it really safe having someone like Regala here? She seems angry. The
ああ、
kind
それレガールに話聞くか。
murdering people in their sleep.
Don't worry. We're going to point that anger in the right direction. The Zeniths.
If you say so.
今の状態。
So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes, I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tanakh, an entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly.
で、ゼニスを聞いて、さようならするか。
Matilda is here. Our very own Zenith.
I almost went up to her to ask her, well, every question I've ever had about the legacy. Every diviner I know would kill to get 5 minutes with one of the old ones. But now that she's here, all I feel is a vague unease.
まあ怖いよね。1000年生きてるからね。まあゾンビと言っても過言ではないですよ。
Scared of her. Probably both.
じゃあ作戦でね。
I need to get going.
I'll be at the rendezvous point. May truth lead us to victory.
真実を手に入れよう。次はエレンド。
Aloy, you think we can talk?
話せるよ。
Aloy, aren't we meeting at the beach near the Zenith base?
We are. I just wanted to check in on everyone first. We're finally doing this.
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to
じゃあ
take
これで
out a
ラスト
bunch
ミッション
of
か。
mortals from the stars. I can hear the drinking songs already.
いや、楽観的でいいね、彼
Oh,
は。
before I forget, here, something to commemorate our mission.
何？
We did good together.
Yeah, we did.
じゃあちょっと仲間今の状態、ゼニスを1回ずつ聞くか。
Varl made the right call. You know, bringing you here.
Thanks. Yeah, Varl. You know, I never knew he had a sister. I found out a few days before you guys went to Gemini. I was, well, to be honest, I was terrified I'd screw up the mission somehow. So he sat me down for a drink. Just one, mind you. And we talked about family. Vala, Ursa, loss and revenge. How you helped us.
You know, we never did get that drink you promised back in the Embrace. And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped the Mad Sun King.
I guess we never got round to it. World ending and all. No time like the present, though. If you're up for it.
いや。一杯飲もうか。
You think it's time for us to finally have that drink?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course.
酒あんの？
Oh,
女性に継がせるわけじゃないのよな、エレンド。
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
well, first she had to survive the Sun Ring. See, during the war, the Karja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, fighting machines in a pit. Thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other deranged machines in the world? Ha! And when it was
でっ
Ursa's
かい
turn,
コッ
the
プだ
Karja
ね。
thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine at her.
Oh, but she didn't.
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good measure. And the Mad Sun King was impressed, I guess. Thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating her that way.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Karja scroll will ever tell you is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Karja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes, veils, and all.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy with that.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that palace with her bare hands than put on all of that Karja eye paint. But Avad insisted it was the only way, so she agreed under one condition. Avad had to dress up as well.
She made Avad dress up like a noblewoman?
As perfumed and powdered as a babe. Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever did in a crown.
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only did they make it out of the palace, they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wiser.
陽気なやつだな、エレンドは。
You were right. That was a story best told over a drink.
All good stories are.
じゃあ、
I guess I should get going.
I'll see you at the rendezvous point.
ランデブーポイントで
When
な。
we're ready.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
で、そこそこ、次、コターロ。おっと、ティルダさんがいましたね。
Well done, Aloy.
何がですか？
Despite my reservations, you managed to secure Silence and his weapon. You're truly a shining example of Liz's fortitude.
I've been thinking about what you said at your house. How you were friends with Elizabeth. It was more than that, wasn't it?
Perceptive as ever. You're right, we were
しばら
together
くの
for a
間、
time.
付き合ってた？
Okay, so
レズビアンなの？
what happened?
I was an orphan. I had always been alone. By my 30s, I was starting to wonder if that was simply my fate in life. And then I met Liz. We kept running into each other at conferences. We'd have coffee. At some point, it became drinks. I thought it was just shop talk, an exchange of ideas, but then I was surprised at how much I looked forward to seeing her. Soon we were flying halfway across the world every other week just to meet up. For the first time, I didn't feel lonely. I could imagine a future where I wasn't. I think Liz felt the same way at first. She had lost her mother a few years back. I filled a void for her. I know I did. But as time passed, it seemed as though she wanted less when I wanted more.
エリザベスの方から冷めていったと。
So we ended things.
So helping me, restoring Elizabeth's dream. It's what?
A second chance, yes. I made a mistake leaving Earth while Liz stayed behind.
なるほど
I
ね。
should have done more. So when I saw you, a woman who has carved her own remarkable path, beyond even what made Liz a phenomenon, I knew I had to help you. To do right by her.
多いな、この人
You
も。
said before that you're not like the others, Eunice. That you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to undo what damage I could. Hence the data channel with Beta. The secret passage into their base and the little trick I pulled to save you.
Why
Yeah,
did you make the
need to-
data channel look like your house?
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me, but for the art stored in its depths.
ここにもあん
Cultural
の、アート。
artifacts of
ほう。
incalculable value. Truly,
これも
some of the
有名な絵なの
greatest
かな？
achievements of human civilization.
And you wanted Beta to see them?
Yes. Her upbringing was so cold and technical. I thought if she could experience Vermeer and Rembrandt, it would bring something else into her life. A heritage every bit as valuable as the scientific and technical data being drummed into her. I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but I'll never regret sharing this house with her. She needed its shelter even more than I did.
エリザベトの関係を教えてください。
Why do you think Elizabeth pulled away?
そう、なんで冷めたの、
I've
エリザベ
wondered
ト
that
は。
for 1,000 years. She was brilliant, visionary. She cared so deeply for the world, for the betterment of humanity. But it also felt like she kept everyone at arm's length, including me. She never wanted to share her burdens.
一人で背負ってた。
In the end, she had a core that she never let anyone be part of. Sometimes I wonder if anyone really knew her.
I found a recording of you and Elizabeth back in the proving lab after Farzineth's attempt to steal Gaia.
Yes. A most unpleasant conversation.
She said something after the call. I think she regretted how things ended between you.
Did she?
やっぱエリザベトもティルダのことが好きだったと。
I've always hated that those were the last words we ever said to each other. And that her last impression of me was as a functionary of Farzineth, not who I truly am.
ゼニスの基地には何
What
が
else can we expect to find in the Zenith base?
As I mentioned in the briefing, our goal will be the command center. That's where Beta and Gaia are being held. There are also printing facilities where the others have been amassing the natural resources they've stripped from the region.
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to fabricate more Spectre drones, a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island, heading for space.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship in orbit. After hundreds of years luxuriating in our digital comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment. We've learned our lesson.
サイレンスの武器。
Have you figured out how Silence's weapon works?
教えてくんないんですよ、
No,
サイ
he's
レンス
been
が。
very careful not to allow me near it. I'll admit it bothers me, but regardless of how it functions, I am confident it will deactivate the other shields en masse.
How many of them are in the base?
10, including Eric and Gerard. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when
あ
our
の
crew
二人の
collapsed.
男の他に8人もいるんだ。他のゼニスたち。こんなにいんの？
So, Eric. Was he always a bloodthirsty psychopath?
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable private military company. A band of
ああ、
cutthroats, in other words.
軍
Even as
人。
governments abandoned human combatants in favor of automated warfare. He found success with clientele that required a more personal touch. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets.
あいつは軍人だったのか。
All for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual reality simulations. In them, he could go on rampages as violent as he pleased, though I suspect with diminishing satisfaction.
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite disappointed to meet him, though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
ジェラルド。
What can you tell me about Gerard?
おじさんだよ
He
ね
was。the head of the world's largest financial conglomerate, and as such had dealings with almost every major
う
corporation.
ーん、社長なんだ
It。made him one of the wealthiest people on Earth, and certainly the wealthiest among Farzineth.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more influence. Gerard's always believed himself to be a refined patrician, able to maintain control with a polished smile. But beneath that exterior is a cold and calculating operator. It was his decision to restrict Beta's upbringing to her digital educators, the avatars of the Apollo database, while we were painted as her benefactors.
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough. And the others.
I would very
ジェラル
much
ドが
like
ト
to
ッ
see
プ
his
か。
face when he realizes we've beaten him.
スタンディ・チェンって誰？
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I found data on a man named Stanley Chen. I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. He was one of the good ones. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas in virtual reality. Lights, shows, gambling, every detail perfectly recreated. And while others cloistered themselves in their own fantasies, he flung his doors wide to everyone.
いい人じゃん。
Talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth.
No, he perished when our colony was
コ
destroyed.
ロニー崩壊の時にスタンリー・チェンは亡くなった。
Part of his beloved city survived.
それは3人の男性に引き継がれてますからご安心ください。
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research facility, I saw another one of the Zeniths. Verbena. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members who amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals and technological achievements, Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life designer.
ライフデザイナ
Someone who leverages their fame to influence the choice of others.
What? Like a cult?
In a way, yes.
ー。
Well, she must have done something right to have survived this long.
She was
宗
her
教
own
家みたいにな
brand
ったんだ。
ruthless. That much is true. But even rats can cling to a vessel for escape.
残りの者たち。
Okay, so I've had run-ins with a handful of Zeniths. What about the rest?
An array of the wealthiest people on Earth, titans of their industries.
And let me guess. All selfish and ruthless to the core?
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along.
Annika.
Merjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance channel and was herself mesmerizing to watch. And I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work in cellular biology.
ゼニスもね、所詮はっていうか人間だからね。まあいい人もいれば悪い人もいるってことだよね。
Devin Miller, the CEO of a fast food printing corporation. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing and taking self-hollows. When I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more. We had eternity.
じゃあ作戦で会おうな。
Okay. I'll let you know when it's time.
I'll be here until then. And thank you, Aloy, for giving me this chance. My past has always been a struggle. More than once I've lost everything. But when I look to the future, I see Liz's dream fulfilled. A universe of new possibilities.
不老不死なんて不幸だろ。
I won't let anything get in the way. I promise you that.
自然を取り戻そうよ。仲間がたくさんいるからすごい大変だな。小太郎さん。
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove. How are you holding up?
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten, and paralyze Regala's army with lightning. I would say that I am inspired.
Thank you, I guess.
It is I who should be thanking you. All that remains is to follow you to the end. Whatever that will be.
小太郎
We're
も
lucky to
ね
have you on our side.
最初はアーロイのこと信用してなかったから
and
ね
by the way, I was hoping now would be a good time to go back to the Tremortusk site and test my new arm before we leave on our mission.
Right. I'll let you know when I can make my way there.
Thank you.
Look, I know you're probably not happy about keeping Regala around, but I want her on our side when we fight the Zeniths.
It is more than she deserves. Even so, I will not question your judgment.
Thank you, Katalo.
ありがとう。今の
Things
状
will get
態
ugly once the Zeniths realize we're in their base. You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it no other way. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here today. We will endure on their behalf. Though I am curious how you intend to defeat the Zenith's defenses without an army of our own.
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're ready to fight.
As you say, you have more than earned my trust.
ゼニスたち。
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that
まあ明らかに普通とは違うよね。
I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her, nothing would surprise me.
テナークス。空の一歩との関係。
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
勇士になった理
Why
由。
did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
テコーテの目論み。
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Cool Route?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
天の翼。
Your people keep mentioning the wings of the Ten. What exactly does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. And now, you have done it. Like the deeds of the Ten themselves, it will never be forgotten. So, tell me, how did it feel?
I won't lie. Pretty good.
I can only imagine.
ヘカーロ族
What
長。
did Chief Hikaru
海
say
賊みたいな
when
人
you
ね。
told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilled rebel blood at the Grove and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
ありがとう。じゃあ作戦で会おうね。
I'll see you soon then.
It will be my honor.
これで全員話しかけたかな。そうだ、ヘカーロじゃなくてなんだ、あれだ、レガーラ。レガーラに話しかけてない。レガーラどこにいるあいつ。命を助けてやったけど。レガーラどこにいる？
I'll be gentle with you. I promise.
レガーラの部屋ってないの？ ここから降りんだっけ？あ、いそうだね、ここに。レガーラ。
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own.
ま
As for this base, it may not be what you're
あ、まあ
used
み
to.
んなまとまってはいないですけど
But
ね。
it
まあ
is
ま
a
あ。
shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
もう生粋の戦士だね。レガーラは。
The whole time I've been in the West, I've been fighting you and your rebels. I'd at least like to know why.
You were among the enemy. What more is there to know?
Why did you do it?
Dork, Jiroka, Makalo.
仲間？
Karja pushed into the desert to raid our people. My brother's squad was among the first to intercept them. But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and burned them alive as an
家
example.
族が生きたまま焼かれたと。
It was too late.
なるほど。
By the sound of their
まあ、
screams.
So you wanted vengeance.
Vengeance. No. I wanted devastation. To tear down the
ああ、
Karja's
自暴
cities
自棄
and
になってる
drown
感じ
their
か。
blood. Hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the sky chokes on the dust. But my chief betrayed me. Betrayed the Tanakh.
ヘカーロね。海
How
賊
did
族長
Hikaru
の。
betray you?
Hakaro called on the clans to resist the Karja's red raids. But we did more than just defend. We hunted them. And they fled as children before a pack of claw striders all the way to their border. There we ripped down their stone walls. Their domain was ours for the taking. But when it came time to push on, Hakaro ordered us to fall back. What soldier retreats when slaughter is at hand?
The kind who wants peace for their people.
Peace is just a lull between vendettas.
優しさだよ、優し
My
さ。
chief had greater tactics in mind, so I stood by him, even when he allowed that filthy Karja to join our ranks.
Fashav.
I enjoyed watching him die at the embassy. He should have been put down when we first captured him on the field. Instead, Hikaru made him a marshal.
平和のためだっ
Fashav told me
て。
how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tanakh.
It was an insult. No outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks. And then a Karja messenger was brought before us. That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hikaru and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
何また研ぐの？カージャの使者。
What happened when the Karja messenger appeared before Hikaru?
The quivering priests bore a message from their new king. No more war. No more raids. Suddenly, the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very fortress we tore down? A true Tanakh would never take a Karja truce. Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hikaru lapped up the priest's message. He showed himself a Karja-loving traitor when he accepted. That's when I challenged him.
And lost.
His mercy was just another sign of his weakness. I vowed
優しさじゃない？
until the debt was repaid. With him or on his knees before me. So with an army of soldiers and machines at my back, I returned. The day you got in my way.
また研ぐの？サイレンスとの取引を教えてください。
The deal you made. Override tech in exchange for an assault on the Zenith base. How did Silence approach you?
That name means nothing to me. My agreement was with the Asarama Sera and her sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really dealing with? And you trusted an Outlander?
If it was a trick, I would have crushed her. But she spoke with the same burning hatred for the Karja. And she offered me the chance to run them down with machines. The terror in your enemy's eyes when they see you charge. You know what I'm talking about. I bet you felt it.
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal? Would you have honored it?
Had I killed Akaro and become chief, these Zeniths would have been the first to
いや、そんなゼニスは弱くないぜ。
My people will continue to consort with the enemy. A tribe of weaklings.
Because of me, hundreds of Tanakh won't throw away their lives in a battle they can't win.
鼻で笑いやがった。ゼニスとの決戦についてどう思いますか？
Are you really going to fight alongside me?
I have no reason to betray you.
Really?
I failed to kill Hakaro, failed to eliminate you. No Tanakh would follow me now. The Karja remain out of my reach, cowering behind their walls. All I have left are the screams of those long dead and unending rage. So show me where to bury it.
そんなこと言うなって。
All right. I guess we'll both face the end soon enough.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted to see your bones burned white beneath the sun.
今はどうなの？
But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew with the wings of
い
the
や、もう
tempest.
死ぬ死ぬ言うな
I'll
っ
let
て
you。know when it's time to move out.
みんなで生きて帰ろう。よし、合流地点に向かいましょう。合流地点はどこだ？ここか。さあ、最後の決戦が始まります。仲間を呼びましょう。これ以上進むとクエスト得意点から抜けられなくなり、クエスト終了まで世界を自由に移動できなくなります。OK です。仲間を呼びます。
Okay, everyone. I'm at the rendezvous point. It's time to rescue Beta and Gaia.
Understood, Aloy.
さあ行くぞみんな。
On our way.
Aloy,
サイレンスが一
Where
番。
are the others?
意外だね。
not far behind.
Egghead here couldn't stand traveling with the pack.
飛べるんだ、ティルダ。
Are we all here?
いやー、ちょっとなんか、
Let's begin.
このメンツ心配だな。喧嘩しそう、みんな個性が強すぎて。こんなところに扉が。
A tunnel.
An ancient escape route from the ruins on the island. When I realized it ran all the way across the water, I thought it might prove useful to come and go undetected. So I concealed it from the others. Shall we?
いや、これみんなで行くのこれ。いや、人数多すぎだろ。いや、ピクニックじゃないんだからさ。なんでサイレンスの装置を
I wish there was a less
エレンドが持ってんの？
way to get way inside the base.
なんだあるわ、お前子供か？コタール合わせてる。何エレンドとサイレンスって仲いいの？機材持ってんね、エレンドが。ほー。
That plane offers a little cover, so the only viable path is through there. There will be specters guarding it, and many more can be deployed from those hangars.
All right. Alva, Catalo, get to it.
Where are they going?
Somewhere important.
もっと正直にさ、
You're with me.
情報共有した方がいいんじゃない？
High ground in case we need covering fire.
Tactically sound, I suppose. What will she do?
ここだよ、水と油。
Sensor node nearby. If I hack into it, I should be able to scramble the network and keep you undetected. But not for long.
Then we should proceed.
One more thing. Open up the channel to Beta. Audio only. Aloy. We're here, and we're coming for you. You know what to do, right? As long as you hold up your end. We will. See you soon. Be careful. Let's go.
エレンド行くぞ。飛んでった。さあ始まりました。最終ミッションでしょうか。一応取っとくか、こういうの。どこ？どこ？スペクターいる？どれ？あれか。いるね。
Company. Follow my lead.
That's what I do.
Fire's not gonna help here.
こいつの弱点は？これか。
Hey, watch this. Idiot meets hammer. Yeah, that's gonna blow.
I don't have stamina for that.
いてー！落ちる！落ちる！倒した、痛い。つえー。危ね危ね危ね危ね。まずいまずい。いてー。いていていて。オッケー。プラズマ効いたね。オッケー。いいよ、強くなってるよ。いいよいいよ。さあ行こう。これ上だね。
think there's a cave up there that might get us through that ridge.
Let's climb up to it.
What's in this backpack? Metal bricks?
Aloy, Alva and I are closing in on the regulator.
Keep me posted.
It's creepy in here.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
Oh, are you okay?
I'm fine.
もう来るのかな。潜らないか。上か。レンナ大丈夫？どこだ？向かう場所がわからないぞ。上か。なんだ、水の中じゃないんだね。どこにいる？エンド、まあ早いね。あ、こう降りちゃいけなかったんだ。あそっか。エレンド来れる？オッケーオッケーオッケー。エレンド来て。ナイス。ここか。行くよ。やべえ！落ちちゃった。戻ってこなくていいって、エレンド。行こう。エレンド来てる？エレンド？エレンド？エレンド？来てるね。オッケー。さあ行こう。
We killed a great many when we landed here. Their salvage may prove useful to you now.
なんか不穏な音がするね、左側から。やべ。
Aloy's under attack. Cover her.
Fire me!
OK。うわ。OK。ナイス。回復補充して。さあ行くぞ。こういうの取っとこうか。ラベジャー。うおー、ストームバードが死んでるね。なんだこれ。ラベジャー砲あったんだ、ここに。お、なんかあるぞ、ここに。あ、こっちから行くのか。ここは進むべき道か。レガーラ戦ってくれてる。ありがとう。ありがとう。どっち？これどっち？ここか。ありがとう、サンウィング。じゃなくて、間違った。ありがとう、レガーラ。ゾウ。 レガーラありがとう。いそうだな敵。いるね。
I'll attack when you do. Oh, I heard that crunch from here. Yeah, that's gonna blow.
Got a piece of it.
よし行くぞエレンド。やるぞ。弱点プラズマ。いっていって。うわ早いね。早い早い早い。見えない見えない見えない。はまった。オッケー。オッケー溜まってる。やらん切れ。これ倒した。外れた。爆発する？オーケー爆発した。オッケーナイス。まだいる？マジで？うわなんかやってきた。素早いね。オッケー。プラズマで爆発させたいね。いてー。オッケー。
Let's push on.
Any good loot?
A little.
スムーズに進んでるね。いいよ。アイテム回収しよう。スペクター倒したから。こいつだね。
Here, up this rock.
この上。行くか。エレンド行くぜ。上がってくんない？
We're gonna have to climb around this corner.
Well, I'll try not to complain.
こっちか。ここだね。
I can see the way forward. Keep moving.
回り込める。オッケーオッケー。
As fast as we can. You alright?
Sort of.
大丈夫？エレンド先にいたの？いつの間に？どこ？下？下か。オッケー。敵いないよね。うわ、いるね。
How many specters do the Zeniths have?
本当だな。
More than we want to fight at once, that's for sure.
You can't use that now.
これさ、スキルさ、なんか変えようぜ。狩人の、これがね、これがいいな。これにしよう。発動して、オッケー。上がれないここ。
Looks like the others have things under control. Come on, up the slab.
上か。オッケー。なんか誰か戦ってるね。誰？
Do it.
了解。
Blow the regulator.
A moment while I ignite the charges.
さあ来たよ。来たよ来たよ来たよ。ゼニスの基地に到着。
Hello did their job. Now it's Beta's turn.
Aloy? I think we're in trouble.
やば。
Whatever you plan to do to stop those specters, you better do it now.
I'm not doing anything. Beta will.
多すぎだろスペクター。
Time that we don't have.
Come on, Beta, come on, come on.
いやいやバレてるバレてるバレてる。どうした？
What is that?
どれ？おお機械が味方してくれてるぞ。おおスペクター対サンダージョーとかいろんな機械が戦ってる。名前忘れたなこれ誰だっけ？すごい強い機械。
I think you got their attention.
これがベータの力？おおすげえ。
Very clever. You had Beta inject Hephaestus into the base's printer matrix.
プリンターかこれ。
Faster and more powerful than any cauldron.
これ 3D プリンターってことこれ。
Machines to its heart's content.
3D プリンターで作ったのこれ。うーわ。もう絶対勝てるじゃんこれ。
Come on. Let's get to the launch tower before this whole place becomes a war zone.
行こうぜエレンド。
Your maneuver, as clever as it is, means that Hephaestus has escaped containment. It will no doubt flee back to the cauldron network.
We grabbed it once, we'll get it again.
Or find a way to replicate its functionality, perhaps. The Apollo database.
なんか機械があるね。さあ最終決戦入ってまいりました。
Aloy. In case we don't make it.
お前もまたそんなこと言うなって死んだ時のためとかさ。
What is it?
We had to do all this climbing.
了解。そんだけの話？いやーエレンド君は素晴らしい。
That big rock might give us a bridge to get up and through.
Gotcha.
何？ここ降りればいいんだよね。
It's not all the specters are fighting our machines.
Ah, that'd have made it nice and easy.
これを倒す必要があるってことか。合ってるよね考え方。 あれって爆発すんの？あ、もっとプラズマを与えないとダメなんだ。そこ当てよ。そこ爆発しろ。オッケー、入った。爆発するよね。爆発しない？オーケーオーケーオーケー、ナイス。最高。いてー。怒られた。これだ。食らえ必殺技。まだ死んでない？マジ？なんだって？あと一発。ナイスショット。エレンナイス。ありがとう。
Just some parts.
で、こいつは一応調べといて、さあ、どっちへ向かえばいい？なんかあそこにもあるぞ、貴重品が。何これ？さあ、どこに行きゃいいんだ？上か。レンド行くぜ。殴り込みだ。殴り込みだ。どこだ？どこに行きゃいいんだ？こっちか。ドレッドウィング。右、こっち？ちょっと待って、ここ何これ、すごい絶景じゃん。うわ、ダムだこれ。いや違うな。ダムが決壊してるのか。とにかく中に入らないとゼニスは倒せない。そっちも気をつけてね。いるね。これ名手を発動させて、この必殺技を使うと。レガーラ戦ってくれてる。ナイス。サンキュー。おー、サイレンスも戦ってくれてるね。ありがとう。どっち？こっちだよね。どこだ？どっち？どっち？どっち？どっち？どっち？こっち？こっちか。おー、なんか球体が並んでる。 本当だね。みんな行こうぜ。なんかレガーラが一歩遅れてるね。レガーラ、レガーラ、レガーラ、一人で戦える相手じゃないぞこれ。マジで？うわ、レガーラこんな終わり方なのかよ。
May Regala return peacefully to the cycle.
Please. She cared nothing for peace.
At least she died on her own terms. That was her fault.
Oblivion draws no such distance.
サイレンスも冷たいね。
You sure you're not a Zenith?
Aloy.
エレンドがサイレンスに対してお前ゼニスの仲間かって。
Trying to get in.
Keep at it. We're almost to the
うわー、白い宇宙っぽいね。並んでるね。球体が宇宙っぽいね。うわ、なんか動いてるよ、模様が。いろいろあるね。せっかく来たんだからね、取っとこう。なんか後ろからなんかすげえゴワゴワゴワゴワ言ってんだけどさ、こっち合ってる？いや、これ本当に最終対戦だね、これきっと。機械が戦ってくれている。うーわこいつら世界観がエリックさんよ、ついに決着をつける時が来ましたね。
I'm powering it up. Stay still.
エレンド、エレンドとエレンドとサイレンスの関係好き。
Your worms that ooze to the cracks into our basement.
silence.
One moment more.
But I might just spare you if you give up Tilda. I think it's safe to say she's forfeited her share of our operation. Permanently.
There.
どうすんの？
Nothing. Fine. All right, people. Light them up.
待て待て待て待て待て。投げるだけ？
Are we supposed to be scared?
バリア消えた。焦ってる焦ってる、こいつら焦ってるよ。バリアなかったらただの人間だろお前ら。あ、ティルダもティルダのバリアもなくなったね。
Then he'll be able to take Beta and Gaia into orbit and onto the Odyssey beyond our reach.
We gotta go through there?
I failed to see another option.
Then we'll carve a path. Ready?
行くぞー、かっちょいい、かっけー。おお、ティルダも戦ってる。サイレンスも肉弾戦で戦っている。 ジェラルドとティルダは1対1で戦うのか。かっけー。ついに来たゼニスの本拠地。こっからはアーロー1人か。さあ行くぜ。頼んだぜ仲間たち。後ろは頼んだ。大丈夫小太郎。ここ。うおー、エリック来たー。ここで決着か、エリクト。さあどうなる。バリアないからお前はやってやろうじゃないか、エリックさんよ。本当そう思います？弱点は炎と氷。おいおいおい。氷あるね。これでいこうじゃない。待て待て待て。氷たまれ。たまった。たまったらこれオッケー。聞いてる聞いてる聞いてる聞いてるよ。聞いてる聞いてる聞いてる聞いてる聞いてる聞いてる。氷氷氷。強えな。強え。さすがに強え。さすがに強え。くそ。くそ強え。強え。強え強え強え。強い強い強い強い。マジでこれ逃げよう。隠れればいいのか。強えこいつマジで。強い強い強い。たまった。ここで これ当たる。あと少し。勝てる勝てる勝てる。勝てるよ。勝てない試合じゃない。勝てない試合じゃない。どこ行ったあいつ。バレてるね。これはもうこういう感じの武器で行った方がいいか。勝てるよ。勝てる勝てる勝てる。あと一発。あと一発。勝った。勝ったー。なんか後ろにいたね、誰か。誰？ゾウか。バールの敵を撃つのか。バールの敵だ。くたばれ。筋肉軍人がよ。
You okay?
I will be. In time. Go. Rescue your sister. I'll regroup with the others and make sure they're alright.
ありがとう。行ってくるね、ゾウ。回復薬がないな。どっかにないかな。うわ、もうこれ宇宙戦争だよこれ。自力で登る。了解しました。最後のボスは誰だ？ジェラルドとティルダは戦ってるんだよね。でも最後のボスはジェラルドだよね、きっとね。忘れてないぜ。
What about the Zeniths?
Dead, I think. Izo told me you got Eric. Good work.
ゼニスは死んだ。エリックも死んだ。あとは残るはジェラルドのみ。マジで
Doesn't make any sense.
I know, but there's more. The files I found have a lot of references to something called Nemesis. Whatever it is, the Zeniths are afraid of it.
ネメシス？バイオハザード3ですか？
Maybe Beta can help me figure it out.
ここ上に上がるのか？どうやって上がるこれ？ここから普通に上がれるのか。さあ行こうぜ。最後のボスを倒しに。あと少し。ティルダと宝箱ある。重要だよこういうの。回復とか入ってくから。ティルダとジェラルドの現在の状況でどうなってんだろう。さあもうすぐな感じがしてきました。 ここだ。
End of the line.
さてどうなってる？ベータ。どうすりゃいいんだこれ。オーバーライド？ベータ大丈夫？
Are you okay? Look, I know you've been through a lot, but you have to help me access the Zenith network. I need to see their files, anything referring to the word Nemesis. Okay. Over there.
どこ？つうか、ジェラルドどこ行った？ジェラルド。ジェラルドとティルダはどこ行った？
Systems are down all over the base. I should be able to take advantage of... Yes, Nemesis. Here.
何ネメシスって？地球があって
There's something in deep space.
宇宙の彼方から何かがゼニスを追ってきてる。地球に？地球に対して？
Look. Escape vectors.
避難軌道。
Alva tried to warn me about this. The Zeniths aren't planning to stay here. It's a machine of some kind. Or a swarm of them. The energy readings are astronomical.
ね、これが地球にぶつかるってこと？
Natural disaster destroyed the Zenith colony on Sirius. This thing did.
なんかハデスみたいだねこれ。
It's a way station. They're on the run.
おーい、ジェラルドさんよ。で、後ろにはティルダか？もしかして。ティルダ。お前あなたを信用してよかった。
I see you've been busy.
And you've been lying.
何？
Nemesis. What is it?
It is us. The minds of Far Zenith. Or failed copies of them, anyway. Back on Sirius, some of my peers weren't satisfied with physical immortality. They wanted digital transcendence.
精神のデジタル化？
A way to upload their minds into any form, organic or mechanical. Nemesis was a failed experiment to that effect. Abandoned, but never erased. An immense database of our memories, emotions, and prejudices left to fester.
そのネメシスをどうしようってんだ？
Your colony?
We didn't realize it had gained sentience until it broke containment. It had everything it needed from our memories. Security protocols, system specs, override codes. It hacked everything before we knew what hit us. Then it took over our printing facilities, allowing it to gain any machine form it needed to wipe us out.
But why?
Imagine being trapped alone for decades with only the twisted echoes of megalomaniacs for company. It hates us for abandoning it to that prison. And now that it's free, it will do anything to destroy us, including denying us a safe harbor on Earth.
The extinction signal that woke Hades. You didn't send it. Nemesis did.
Finally, you understand.
で、
When that failed, it launched
ティルダは何を
Sirius to finish
企んで
the
る？
job itself, which is why we must flee to a random planet circling a random star somewhere it can never find us.
With Gaia. So you can build yourself a new world.
That's the plan. Even now.
じゃあ利害は一致してんじゃない？
Aloy. Nemesis will scour it of life to deny its creators a viable home.
じゃあネメシスを
But
倒さなきゃダメじゃ
Elizabeth's
ん。
dream won't die. You'll come with me to the stars. And with Gaia, we'll create a new world. Together,
他の星？
where that monstrosity could never find us.
What? No.
待て待て待て、地球を復活させようっていう話じゃなかったか？
And I let her stay behind to die with the rest of humanity. A mistake I have regretted for 1,000 years. Now she stands before me again. Not some inferior copy, but her best possible self. So I'm not asking. You're coming with me.
多分そういうとこだよ。エリザベトかティルダ、あなたのことを愛想を尽かしたのはそういうとこだと思うよ。
Your shield is gone.
I have something better. Spectre Prime, to me.
なんだよスペクタープライムって。出た出た出た。うーわ。いや、こんな映画どっかで見たことあるわ。何これ、スペクタープライム。ちょっと待ってくださいよ。ダメージ与えた。これ使っていこう。プラズマパック。プラズマパック使っていこう。あれ、貯めなきゃいけないんだよね。だよね。OK! 爆破した、一応。プラズマパックを使って、プラズマパックを使ってだ。まずね、プラズマパックを使って、あいつをプラズマが吸収する状態にするじゃない？その後に、連射できる、これか。くそ。くそ。爆発する？オッケー。この作戦でいこう。で、これ。たまったよ。結構たまった。爆発するでしょ。オーケー。もうやだ、こういう人。自我が強い人嫌い。つえ。早えな。次これ。いいよ。勝ってる。勝ってるよ。オーケー。早いね。勝ってるよ。勝ってる。オッケー。これ使うの忘れてたね。これ。まずい。爆発するよ。 爆発するはず、爆発する。爆発するよ。
I can endure. You cannot.
あれこいつなんか、プラズマ効かなくなったね。あと少し。オッケー。勝てる勝てる勝てる勝てる。勝てない試合じゃない。勝てない試合じゃない。勝った。勝った。オッケー。終わったね。
You just let me choose.
何くれた？即時炎上確率 4%。ティルダ。俺はあなたのことを信じてたよ。それなのに。この中にいるんだよね。死んでる？確認しようぜ。
She tried to take you. And she told you about Nemesis.
エリザベトのことをさらって、ネメシスが及ばない地球以外の星に行こうとしたわけだよ、ティルダは。
Everything I did to create the rebel army was based on that knowledge. To reach this place, this moment.
And you couldn't just tell me?
Come now, Aloy. You're the last person to act sensibly in the face of impossible odds. When I learned of Nemesis from Hades, I saw the pieces on the board and how to play them. And in that same moment, I knew it was a game you would never play. That you would interfere and attempt to save the Tenakth. I was correct, to a point. You ruined my plans, but brought your own to fruition. The end result is the same.
じゃあ、アーロイに感謝しろよ。マジで
And begin a new chapter in my pursuit of knowledge, one with infinite possibilities. You can join me if you so desire.
ちょっと待って、地球は滅んじゃうわけ？
Unlike Tilda, I'm extending a polite invitation.
You're going to just take off and abandon everything? Stay. Help me fight that thing.
いや、サイレンスはいいやつだと思うんだ。
It destroyed a highly advanced Zenith colony in a matter of hours. What hope does this primitive tribal Earth have?
マジで
If you brought Gaia, you wouldn't be abandoning life, you'd be saving a seed for a new world. Just as Elizabeth did. It's the choice she made. The sacrifice of all that is for the hope of what might be. If she were here in your place, she would board that shuttle, Aloy.
いや、でも地球上にいる人たちの命をさ、助けることができないじゃん。
Goodbye, Silence.
サイレンス。君と共にはいけない。でもサイレンスは本気でアーロイのことを誘ってると思うよ、これは。
She looks okay.
She looks victorious.
As always.
ベータ。
You did it.
いや、どうする後ろのネメシス。勝てないんだってよ。 や、サイレンス行くのマジで。シャトルに乗って。行っちゃうの？
Hey, where's he going?
As far away as anyone can go.
Oh. Are you sure?
戻ってきたサイレンス。
You're staying.
どうしたらしくないね。素直じゃねえ、こいつ。まだ全クリじゃないんだ、これ。
Does anyone else need a drink?
Not if it's that ale of yours.
I'd be fine with a nap.
Excellent idea.
I hope it's really over this time.
いや、まだだよ。ネメシスが残ってる。いや、ネメシス残ってるよ。これどうすんの？いや、ネメシス残ってるって。なんとかしないと。
There's another battle ahead, Elizabeth.
かっけえ。かっけえ、なんかアーマーつけてる。
Very different than the one you fought. It's not about the distant hope of creating a new world.
うん。新しい脅威への戦いだね。
It's about preserving the one we have.
うん。そう、ネメシスとの戦
Have a
い。
new mission. To spread the word and ask for help. They've taken it in stride. I think it's because they've always known what I've only just started to understand. That the people of this world have the strength to fight.
あ、これレガーラを弔ってるんだね、きっと。やっぱ優しいなぁ、ヘカーロは。
The ingenuity to solve any problem.
こんなサイドミッションやったね。
The courage to overcome any obstacle.
うん。いや、ネメシスは、いきなりもう地球を襲ってくるっていうわけじゃないんだ。
And resilience to rise after any setback. As for me, I can't say I'm not afraid.
うん、再生じゃなくって、地球の再生ではなくって、そのネメシスとの
Than anything we've
戦いに挑むことになるよね。
But I know I can put the fear aside. Because for the first time in my life,
う
I
ん。
feel like I'm not alone.
いやー、ガイアも復活したわ。よかった。どうした？何これ？エンディングですね。動かせない。ありがとうございました。長かった。このゲーム長かった。長かったよ。ほんと長かった。いやー、ゲームディスクとね、プレイディスクって2つ分かれてるんですよ。だから1つのブルーレイに収まらないぐらいのデータがこの中に入ってるっていうわけで、まあ、この、ね、ものすごい綺麗な景観とか、そういう、いろんなデータがあるから、容量が上がってるんだと思うんですけど、それにしてもやっぱボリュームがですね、ほんと多かったです。いや、エンドロールも凝ってるね。 い いやー、これは素晴らしいゲームだったな。いや、内容を理解するのが、非常に難しかったんですけど、最後の最後、なんていうのかな、テナークスとか、こう、ゾウの部族とか、まあ、いわゆる、アーロイがいる、まあ、ノラ族とか、アルバーみたいな人たちとか、あとは、こう、サイレンスとか、最後の最後でみんな一致団結をして、エレンドとかね、戦いを挑んでいくっていうのは、ほんと、素晴らしかったですね。まあ、サイレンスはサイレンスで、脅威を一人で感じ取っていて、そのために、こう、レガーラの部族たちをうまく動かして、アーロイも駒として動かして、地球を脱出しようとしていたと。だけど、最後の最後、地球を離れることができたけれども、サイレンスはアーロイたちと一緒にいることを選んだ。だからサイレンスも、いわゆる変わったわけですよ。いや、それがね、あんなひねくれたサイレンスが、シャトルに乗らないで、なんか俺の助けも必要になるかもしれないからな、みたいなこと言って。残った時は正直感動でしたね。それから最後の最後まで、ティルダがほんとよくわかんなかったね。彼女は何を考えているのかっていうのが本当わかんなかったわ。まあ、ティルダは、エリザベトのことを、まあ、好きだったんだよね。愛していた。彼女と、こう、口論をして、仲違いをして、まあ、ティルダは、エリザベトは地球に残って、まあ、ゼロドーン計画やって、ティルダは、まあ、ゼニスに行っちゃったと。そこで別れたと。でも彼女のことを、まあ、好きだったわけですよ。だから、その彼女と一緒に、まあ、生きたいというか、彼女と一緒に、二人でかもしれないけど、一緒に生きたいと思ったら、その身勝手がゆえに、そのネメシスがこう地球に来る前に、ネメシスが来ない別の星で、こう二人で一緒に不老不死で生きていこうみたいなことが、まあ、ティルダの夢だったんだよね。まあ、もちろんそれをアオロイは望まなかったわけで。やっぱティルダは身勝手だったね。結論から言うと、まあ、ファーゼニスの人たちは全員敵だったっていうことだね。エリックもジェラルドも、まあ、いわゆるその最終的にはネメシスから離れるための、地球から離れることを計画していたけれども、ティルダはティルダでこうエリザベトのクローンである、完璧のクローンであるアーロイと一緒に地球を離れるっていうことを望んだ。まあ、ただそれだけの違いなんだよね。でやっぱ感動したのは、サイレンスも地球を離れると。地球はいつか滅ぶので離れるっていう風に思ってたんだけど、まあ、アーロイとか、まあ、エレンドとかと一緒に戦うにつれて、まあ、心を入れ替えたっていうかさ。しかしね、このね、フィールドのこの世界観といい、ストーリーといい、ストーリーのこの入り組んでさといい、やり込み要素といい、いや、間違いなく、神ゲーだと思います。本当に。ただ僕にとってね、難しかったのは、やっぱり武器とかがね、多すぎるんですよ。あとは、武器も技も多いし、やることが多すぎて、 ガチで混乱しました。で、もう途中でもうグダグダになってね、本当にもうレベル上げに専念して、最後は、まあ、ゴリ押しで戦ったのかもしれないですけど、まあ、闘技場もやってね、一番最強の超級も手に入れて、プラズマ、最後のボスがプラズマが弱点だったのが、まあ、幸いですね。よかった。ちょっとこれ綺麗な景観なので、このまま映しておきたいんですけど、ちょっと僕ですね、もう2時間も実況してるので、ゲームやってるので、もうトイレに行きたくてしょうがないんですよ。ちょっとトイレに行ってきていいですか？すいません。はい、失礼しました。何を話してたんだっけな。サイレンスのことか。これさ、思うんですけど、あれじゃないですか。ネメシスネメシスと戦うストーリーが、この作品では描かれないわけなわけですよ。ということは、結構、高確率で思うんですけど、このゲームの多分続編って多分出ますね。うん。ネメシスと戦うっていうストーリーで出るんじゃないかな。で、3部作で完結なんじゃないかな。地球が本当にこう住めるような環境になって、地球が救われた、地球が再生されたっていう状態になった、なってはいないじゃない？うん、ストーンバードは飛んでるね。 だからこれ絶対っていうかもうほぼほぼ出るでしょ。絶対っていうかもうほぼ出るよね、続編。いやー、やり込み要素も多かったね。もうほぼカットしてますけどね、やり込み要素。サイドミッションはね、闘技場とか。いや、美しいね、この景色が。これ動かせないんだよね、今。これどうせならな、スキップしたくないよね。これクリア後のやり込み要素ってあんのかな。いやーでもすごいな、このゲームほんと。下くぐるのこれ大丈夫？アディショナル IT。 ジョン・ゴンザレス。オリジナルストーリーはジョン・ゴンザレスさんが作ったんだ。あスペシャルサンクス。スペシャルサンクス。まあ地球をね、小島プロダクション関わってんの？秀夫小島さんの名前がありますよ。知らんかった。そんなにすごいゲームなのこれ。なんで関係あるの？小島秀夫小島さんが。マジで？知らんかった。小島プロダクションズが出ましたね。関係あったんだ。パトリック・ムニク in loving memory of Thank you for playing。 こちらこそありがとうございました、開発者の皆様。こっからまた流れんだ。
I am emptiness. I am home. I am lonely in a crowd. But when you hear me, you'll be near me. Stay with me in the flood. In dreams I never left, I had courage like the beast. My eyes, they never fled. My arms would always reach. You harden with your words. Maybe fear is armor too. My voice is not that strong. When hurricanes come running from you, I am raindrops in the flood. I am emptiness. I am home. I am lonely in a crowd. But when you hear me, you'll be near me. Stay with me in the flood. The little child inside is jealous of your strength. The way you hold your head when everything's aflame. Your back as straight as you walk away, straighter than an oak in a storm. Only I remain. Should I have been reshaped in your image? Is that what you want? I am raindrops in the flood. I am emptiness. I am home. I am lonely in a crowd. But when you hear me, you'll be near me. Stay with me in the flood. In the flood.
いやー、エンドクレジットがもう20分以上続いてますね。すごいな、このゲーム。こんなにも多くの人が関わっていたんですね。ずーっと喋ってなくて、カットしてると思うんですけれども。ということですね、ホライゾン・フォービドンウエスト、クリアでございます。ありがとうございます。最後、オープニングの画面に出るところを確認したいかな。ゼニスの基地ですね。いや、こんなに長くなるとは思わなかったな。アーロイなんか、ムービーではさ、ファーゼニスの野望を見事打ち砕きました。おめでとうございます。今後は世界を探索したり、やり残したクエストやアクティビティを進めたりできます。拠点にあるニューゲームプラス、開始ポイントからニューゲームプラスを始めることも可能です。プレイしていただきありがとうございました。ホライゾンチーム。こちらこそありがとうございました。ホライゾンチームさんありがとうございました。こちらの実況を見てくださった方々、本当にありがとうございます。なんかいろいろ出てきてますけれども、 新しいクエストとかっていうのは出るのかな？これね。できてないんだよな。砂漠の一派の証と、沼地の一派の証と、空の一派の証。訓練場のことなのか。訓練場をやんなきゃいけないんだね。なるほど。で、所持品としては、なんか手に入ったよね。即時炎上確率っていうのが手に入ったね。ティルダとの戦いで。ちょっとね、ご利用し感があったかもしれないですけれども、ここまで見ていただきましてありがとうございました。では次回はですね、別のゲームでお会いできればと思っております。それでは皆さん、良い夜を過ごしてください。チャンネル登録、高評価、低評価、コメント、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。繰り返しですけれども、良い夜をお過ごしください。ありがとうございました。失礼いたします。